We actually love insurance. Who says we don't love insurance? That was a fantastic panel from Javier and Jorge, from Lemonade and SoftBank. But from insurance, we're going to jump into the banking sector. Because the banking industry has changed dramatically over the last years. Please raise your hands, the people that remembers the last time they walked into a bank branch to do some kind of get information or do something. You remember last time? I actually don't remember, but there's a couple. You remember last time. But do you remember the guys? I mean, some of you are so young, you have never been, actually, probably never walk into a bank branch. You just do everything through the mobile, right? There's a lot that has changed, but still, there's a lot that needs to be changed, isn't it? Because now, banks are investing a lot in data analytics, digital technologies, but is it enough? Is it enough? Well, we have a keynote speaker that is going to answer these and other questions regarding the transformation of the banking industry. He is the global head of retail customer solutions at BBVA. He's a financial services executive with proven track record of developing digital solutions and improving customer experience. And he's responsible for developing digital solutions for customers across the BBVA group. Please, let's welcome Gonzalo Rodríguez.
Vale, perfecto.
All yours.
Thank you so much, Elena. It's a pleasure to be here in this environment of startup, innovation, entrepreneurship, which is, first of all, quite important for us and also quite inspirational. So let me talk a little bit about, as Elena was saying, the consumer behavior is changing, but there are other threats to the banking industry that I would like to highlight in a minute. I mean, first of all, we are getting used to negative interest rates. Think about the mortgage our parents were paying not so long time ago. It were double-digit interest rate. Reputation of the banking industry is as low as ever. Regulation is putting a lot of pressure in profitability. And not only that, we have new competitors entering the arena. We have not only fintechs trying to disrupt part of the value chain, we also have the new, or the big tech giants trying to enter the banking ecosystem. So we have, and this is a phenomenon that is not only happening in the East, with China, with WeChat, Alipay, it's something that we have started to see also in the Western world. So we have Amazon, who have given more than 5 billion in credit to SMEs. We have already Apple Pay with more than 500 million users, and now launching Apple Card. We have Google, which is the largest player in mobile payments in India, and we have Facebook considering launching a cryptocurrency that has the potential to disrupt foreign transfers. So in this environment, I think, or we believe, that there are three things that can, as an industry, help us to survive and to really compete in this new completely new paradigm. First of all, the mobile. The mobile is changing completely the way we interact with our customers. Think about in the past, when customers only went to the branch. Customer interaction was, customers went to the branch once per month. When customers use the website, we interact with our customers once every 10 days, once every 2 weeks. With the mobile, not only we are able to really get to new segments, so people over 55, over 60, we're able to digitize those customers because using a mobile banking app is as easy as using WhatsApp. So we are able to get to new segments, but not only that, we're increasing dramatically the frequency of interactions. We're interacting with those customers once every day, once every 2 days. And this is very important, this customer interaction concept, because we're able to inject data in those interactions and make those interactions as smart as possible. So for instance, we're able now to tell a customer that he's going to go overdraft 2 weeks from now and offer him or her a tailor-made solution. We are able to help somebody to start planning for the next vacation and start saving for the next vacation, or start planning the retirement. These frequency of interactions allow us to really have a completely different value proposition for our customers. So the combination of the mobile and data is two things that really is changing the way we operate as an industry. The third one, and it's also very important, is the human factor, the human advice. I think this is a very good example, the example of Betterment. I think you all know Betterment is one of the most famous robo-advisors, more than 15 billion of assets under management, founded in 2008, a quite successful example of how to do things digitally. What they started to do 3-4 years ago, they started to add the human touch to their interactions. They started to hire humans. What did they show? Because for certain journeys, for certain customer interactions, you need the human advice together with the digital. This combination of human and digital for certain journeys such as investment, planning for retirement, complex products such as mortgages is quite important. So mobile, data, and human advice are three things that in this new competitive environment are critical for us to compete as an industry. So what we are doing, what are our 4 priorities to leverage data, technology, and human advice and compete in the new paradigm? First of all is growth. We are obsessed with customer growth. We needed to grow our customer base. 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, the only way to grow as a banking industry was to leverage our branch network. Now, we can really grow through digital channels. We can really grow with fully end-to-end digital processes. We don't have to rely in the branch network only anymore. Getting or becoming a BBVA customer is not as easy as becoming a Facebook user or Google user because regulation is there. And so it's a process that may take 3-4 minutes, but it's a pure digital process, and customers can become customers in a very easy way without the need of going into a branch. And not only that, not only they can become customers in a very easy way, they can remove the largest friction to becoming a new customer, which is bringing the direct debits. It's very easy to take a picture of your last utility bill, of your last gym bill, and within minutes, we process that order, and we start having those direct debit at BBVA. So we remove any friction. In countries like Spain, more than 25%, 30% of our new customers are on board through digital channels. In the US, it's more than 35 or close to 40. So this is something that is happening more and more, and it just happened over the last 3-4 years. And it's not only relying on our digital channels, it is also relying on third parties, and it is also quite important. I love the example of Uber in Mexico. This is something that we launched very recently, a couple of months ago. The biggest friction for a Uber driver in Mexico was to get paid after every ride. So what we do, basically we partnered with Uber, and we expose our APIs and our onboarding process, and within minutes, a Uber driver can open a BBVA account within the Uber app. And they get paid every time they do a ride. So we are putting our BBVA products in third-party platforms. This is something that is going to happen more and more. How can we leverage third parties to grow exponentially? It's not only big constraints about our branches, big constraints about our digital channels, it's to leverage third parties in order to grow and grow more. So first priority, growth. Second priority is to have all our services and products in a DIY mode, making sure that a customer can do everything from their mobile. From the most simple things, getting a transfer, getting a certificate, requesting the PIN number of the credit card, but also getting any financial product or services in a very easy way. 6 years ago, 100% of our sales were done through the branch network. Today, more than 50% of our sales, almost 50% in value at the group level, are done through digital channels, the website and the mobile. And out of these digital channels, more than 80-90% in certain countries are done through the mobile, not the website. So the mobile has become a critical element in our customer interactions and in our business. And again, it is not only the possibility of selling products digitally to customer, it's also the possibility of offering these products in a more contextual way. So again, alerting a customer that he's going to go overdraft and suggesting him to anticipate the payroll. Having this contextuality and this tailor-made proactivity attached to this product offering. Our third priority, to really combine technology and human advice. As I said before, this is a core asset for us, our human advisors. And customers do want the convenience of doing everything from the app, but they also, as I said before, want the human advice for certain journeys. The important thing is not forcing the customer to go to a branch. It's having the advisor within the mobile app. And for that, we put some tools in order to have the advisor in the mobile app. So I can set up an appointment with them, with him or her, in a very easy way. It can be an appointment, a physical appointment, or can be a remote appointment by phone. I have a chat where I can exchange conversations and I can exchange documents with my advisor. After getting the advice around any product, I can just sign up for the product very easily from my mobile app. So putting all the set of tools for having the best advisor within the mobile app without the need of going to a branch. That's a critical aspect for us. So is to really combine the possibility of having the best of the technology and your human advice combined in your mobile phone. And this, again, this is a core asset for us because it's going to really defend us for the next 5 years. It's going to help us to defend from competition. And finally, is my favorite priority, the fourth priority, is what we call advice. Advice in the broadest sense. So advising customers on a day-to-day basis, advising them to really reach their goals, from going on vacation to planning for retirement, to think about how to optimize the portfolio. In this space, we as an industry and we as a BBVA, we have launched over the last 3-4 years many tools to help our customers to really make better financial decisions. So they have PFM tools, they can create budgets, they can create saving accounts, they can use Valora, which allows a customer to assess the value of any real estate property in Spain online and get advice about getting a mortgage. So this is a lot of self-service tools that allow us to help our customers to make better decisions. What we're doing is go one step further. It's not relying on the customer to be proactive. It's us processing all that information and proactively using the customer data to offer him insightful information and tailor-made recommendations. One example, you get your utility bill. Utility bill this month is much higher than expected. Why don't you check it out? So everything is right, but we advise you to check your utility bill because it's higher than expected. Well, again, we are going on vacation 9 months from now. Why don't you start saving? And the best saving plan is that one. So you won't need a credit to go on vacation last year, no? Or again, we have a financial calendar where we have all the income and expenses projected for the next month. But what if we process that information and say, hey, you may go overdraft at the end of the month because you are getting your insurance bill. The best thing you can do is anticipate your payroll. So we use all this data to be able to proactively make tailor-made, insightful recommendations to our customer. And can be things about day-to-day, utility bills, could be overdraft, but also taking care of them in the long term, helping them to really improve their financial health. So if a customer doesn't have a safety net, making the customer aware of the need of having a certain safety net and start saving for this safety net. If a customer already has this safety net, but he's not really planning for the long term, help the client, make the client aware of the need of planning for the retirement and help the customer plan for the retirement. No? Or if the customer has a portfolio that is not optimized, helping the customer to optimize the portfolio. No? There is plenty of things that we can do with the combination, as I said before, of data and mobile, and proactively address our customer needs. How are we all doing of this? We're basically doing all this through the combination of 3 things. In-house, we are building many of these things in-house at BBVA. For this, we have really created new capabilities over the last 4 years. Design. We didn't have designers 4 years ago. Now design is a key discipline for us. Data scientists, a core discipline for us. Agile, we have 4 or 5 years ago, we started to work in Agile, and the speed of execution of everything that we do accelerated quite a lot. So in-house is a core pillar for us. The second thing is certain acquisitions or investment. Here, just to illustrate an example, we bought Madiba, a fintech company in Spain 4 years ago, And Mariba is allowing us to really advise customers on how to really get a house and get a mortgage. It's really allowing us to assess the value of any property in Spain, not in Spain, also in Mexico, Colombia, and Argentina, in seconds, so the customer knows if what he's paying is really a fair price compared to the market. And also through open innovation, this is also absolutely critical for us. We cannot innovate everything. We need to leverage the knowledge that is out there, the ideas, and accelerate the speed of our transformation, partnering and working with third parties. And this is something that is super critical for us. Just to illustrate, last year, we had about what we call 300 collisions, which has been working meetings with the startups. And out of these 300 collisions, 2 of them resulted in investments in the US, other resulted in proofs of concepts that we are already testing. Some of them already scaled up. So there is a lot of things that we are leveraging from this partners ecosystem in order to accelerate our transformation. What are the results of all this? So first of all, we are growing more. We have more customers, and we have more digital customers. We are more efficient. We are able to really reduce our customer base. And through our mobile app, that has been recognized as the best one in the world 3 years in a row by Forrester, we are able also to increase customer satisfaction and reduce engagement. No? So just to close, again, a lot of threats for the banking industry, data, mobile, and human advice as the key factors that is going to help us to really transform the way we operate and really defend from all these threats. Thank you so much. It has been a pleasure to be here. I hope you enjoyed the presentation. Thank you.